Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of AMWW magazine. Here we're going to address some fan mail question on dating. And of course, with me is the lovely Heather.
Hi.
And one of our resident featured authors and expert on interracial dating. Not just personally, but even professionally. Okay, so names and details have been redacted to preserve anonymity and the guilty. So we have this fan mail. Okay, all right, my heart goes out to this guy, but we'll call him Jason, just for the sake of this. We'll call him Jason, and he's this young kid. Basically, says I'm 19 years old, and this girl is 21, and she's the kind of girl that's into Asian guys. Right, it's score for him, right? She likes anime. She's very good looking. We met on Facebook, and then she met. We had a date, and it was very awkward. Okay. Have you ever? First of all, let's break this part down before we continue. Have you ever had that, Heather, where you met a guy, maybe blind date or Facebook, and you're having dinner or whatever, and what typically happens?
Well, I have had those awkward dates where you want to say something, you really want to talk, and you really want him to talk to you, but you don't know where to go from there. It's frustrating because you really do want him to start the conversation, you want him to keep going, but he won't. He just sits there.
I'm going to let you in on a secret, guys, as your Asian dating coach. In the beginning, you have to control the conversation, okay? You have to. That's not her job. It's really not. Anytime there's a lull in the conversation, that's a signal for you to talk. And if the conversation or the date itself is awkward, that's because it's your job as a man to lead the conversation. What happens afterwards is about maybe 30 minutes in, an hour, whatever, is that the woman will start to take up the reins of the conversation and feed off the energy and the conversation that you give her. But in the first hour, you have to expect that you lead. Okay, it's not hers. Just we'll talk about certain frustrations that Heather has when it comes to let's say Asian men not approaching her, but it's your job. When it comes to you're on a date with a girl, you need to be able to talk. And if you're not, it's not her fault. It's yours, and this is something you need to work on. So anyways, continuing. So then she starts, a few days later, she starts text messaging him, and she's all very sexually suggestive. Right? What's going on in your mind, Heather? Let's say this guy, maybe the date was good, maybe it was bad, and then you're like, "Okay, big boy," or something like that, and you're not quite being totally coming on to him, but you're kind of being sexually suggestive. Kind of know what's going on in your mind when you do that.
For me, this is where you're trying to. At this point, I feel like she's trying to. At this point, she just doesn't want to be subtle anymore. She is giving hints. She is letting him know, "Hey, I'm interested. Now you take it from here. I want you to know, okay, it's okay if you do these things and approach me, but you take it from here." She's giving him that lead that he needs to just follow. Yes.
Realize, again, okay, women are not there to lead. It's like dancing, all right? There's the dominant partner and the submissive partner, the one who leads and the one who follows. You, as a man, have to lead, okay? Timidity kills attraction. Dominance creates it. So, whenever you get that kind of sexually suggested, whether it's Facebook messages or text messages, that's your signal to go, all right? And if you hesitate, you're going to kill attraction. So let's continue on with this story. And I'm trying to help this poor guy out. And the thing is, this is just not the one kind of email. I get these emails all the time. And this is why I'm trying to, doing this video of Heather is, come on, guys, learn, so that all the future Asians don't, experience this problem.